Billy Helms.
You heard me say a contrast between common sense and crazy in the midterm, and now it's common sense versus communism.
Nearly 70% of Americans disapprove of his handling of inflation and the cost of living crisis. Well, November is right around the corner.
It certainly is. About 104 days. Yesterday, we released our power rankings. Today, we're going to have another look at you and refresh you as to how we see this stacking up right now between the House and Senate. First, on the House side, we got about 16 toss-ups here, all right? The forecast is for a Democratic lead. Right now, 211 Democrats, 208 Republicans. But the toss-ups in the middle, we're going to get a lot of attention. Now, this board right here is going to make your mind blow up, okay? To my right are likely Republicans and then lean Republicans. Then you got likely Democrat seats, then lean Democrats. In the middle, we've got these 16 toss-ups that we will study, no doubt, over the next 3.5 months. Let you know which way we see the wind blowing on that. In the meantime, on the Senate, we've got 4 toss-up seats, 48 solid Democrat, 48 solid Republican, which is really going to be a lot of action come election night. This is going to be something to watch, and we'll show you where to put your attention. Everything here in yellow considered a toss-up. We're talking Alaska, Iowa, Ohio, and Maine as of now. Storylines can change. That can all change as well. But this is where we see the map today. Let's bring in our guests right now. Collin Reed and Richard Fowler from the right and from the left. And gentlemen, welcome to this. Collin, how do you see Congress right now? And do you agree with the assessment that we've laid out so far? Go.
I do, Bill. And this 100-day mark is really important because a lot of these races that have been at a low simmer, they start to boil from now until the actual election day. And what we see so far is the macro outlook remains the same, which is Democrats remain the slight favorites to retake the House. But anything can happen in these midterm years. And on the Senate side, you've started to see the Democrats' chances slip away for 2 reasons. And the things that your viewers should keep an eye on: 1, these really extreme candidates, flawed candidates in places like Maine. It's really hard for Democrats to retake the Senate without winning Maine. And 2, just this rampant rise of socialism, communism, whatever you want to call it, in the ranks of the Democratic Party. That might be a bridge too far for a lot of these voters because, Bill, I'm still waiting for that red wave that we were promised in 2022 to hit the shore, and a lot of those same things that happened to Republicans then are happening to Democrats now.
Very, very interesting. Good history. Richard, go for it, and I'll play a soundbite from Chuck Schumer. Go.
I sort of agree there. I do think that Democrats have a likely good chance to win the House. I think the Senate will be an uphill battle. The signal that I'm watching is, what will the ground game look like? What will the Democratic ground game look like? And here's a signal that I'm watching in Michigan. Over the past year, we've seen labor unions organize to big numbers. The AFT Michigan there, which is the teachers and the healthcare workers, have picked up 13,000 new members over the past year. That is an organizing army. If they can bring those votes out in Michigan and other parts of the country, that could mean Democrats could overcome they could overcome some of these Senate seats and see some big pickups. And so I think it's going to be who can turn out their base, understanding that this mid-decade redistricting did hurt Democrats in many parts of the country. So how do they make up for that? They've got to get out there. They've got to knock on doors. The question is, will they do it? And who will that army be? And it looks like they're going to make that number up with folks organizing.
Gentlemen, there are so many interesting storylines, not just in the states and the districts, but how the vote's going to be carried out. Richard, you mentioned redistricting, which is something we're going to look at for months to come. Gentlemen, let me show you the white whales out there, okay? Republicans want to win in Michigan. Well, this is their track record going back 20 or 30 years. It's all blue back to 1996. Mike Rogers came close, really close, 19,000 votes in 2024. Here's the white whale for Democrats. This is Texas. They always say they're going to win, right? But going back to 1990, the red team has just shut them out. Closest race was 2018 at 2.6 points down there. Now, if viewers at home want to keep a sharp eye on this, follow me here. These are the 4 toss-ups we consider for the Senate right now. Democrats leaning in 4 other states on this side of the ledger, Republicans in Texas over here. Democrats have a really tough job here, Collin. They have to hold on to all of these states, Georgia, Michigan, New Hampshire, North Carolina. We'll see how Michigan turns out after the primary is done on August 4th. And then they have to flip the toss-ups. That is no easy job come November 3rd, Collin.
It sure isn't, Bill. And of those white whales, Michigan looks like the far the better bet than Texas. I mean, you can't run a guy like James Tallarico in Texas. Now, granted, it'd be a lot easier if John Cornyn were the nominee on the Republican side, be that what it may. But Mike Rogers has a whole lot better chance of flipping Michigan. And by the way, all of this math becomes really impossible if Susan Collins holds on in Maine, which she should do, given all the train wreck, the ongoing train wreck that's happening there on the Democratic side.
Okay, Richard, I promised you Chuck Schumer. Here it is. Question and answer. Roll it.
In May, Democrats had a 7-point advantage on the generic ballot over Republicans. That lead has now shrunk down to 4. Do you think Democratic Socialist candidates are hurting the Democratic Party brand?
Let me tell you this. We're doing very well. We've recruited great candidates across the country. They're doing extremely well in every way, and we are going to take back the Senate.
Richard, how much of a drag is the DSA, the Democratic Socialists, the communists on the Democratic Party come November?
I think it's going to be about measures. It's going to be, will it be candidate selection over the price at the pump? And I think the price at the pump might outweigh the candidate selection. People are going to say, Donald Trump raised my gas prices, so I'm going to vote for the other team. And I think that's what it's going to come down to.
We shall see. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Collin. We'll talk World Cup next time, gents.
You got it.
I do remember, right, a week or two ago, Richard, we tried to get you to pick America. Well, we'll give it another shot next time around. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
Good to see you, Bill. Take good care.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.